welcome viewers. The latest controversy in the soft drink industry is the removal of Coke Zero. Now Coke Zero had an enormous following. You see we're stockpiling a little bit here. And its replacement product is this one here, no sugar. Coke no sugar. Now Coke Zero had a huge following over here. Diet Coke was actually losing people, and yet they've taken a controversial decision to take Coke Zero off the market, and this is Coke Zero, and leave Diet Coke on the market. Obviously their showcase product is a plain high sugar Coke. The big competition comes from Pepsi Cola, that's full sugar Pepsi, and their product Pepsi Max. I think there is also a Diet Pepsi somewhere, but nobody seems to stock that, and it's pretty foul anyway. So I guess the big thing is Pepsi Max has been taking some ground off the industry. Its original formulation of Pepsi Max tasted a bit like soap, but the new one is so much better. I also was very fond of the Coke Zero, and both myself and Chicken do like Coke Zero. This new replacement product we're not sure, so what we're going to do is subject them to a blind taste test.
Okay. So we conducted a taste test amongst ourselves, and the soft drinks that we tasted were Coke, Coke Zero, the new Coke No Sugar, Pepsi Max, and conventional Pepsi. We also tested Coke Life, which is the one with 30% less sugar from Coke, with this stuff called stevia in it. And the people testing it were myself, Fat Stormtrooper, Chicken, and we had two other friends. Overall, these are the results. For Coke, these were blind tested, so we put them all in cups, and we line them all up, and A, B, C, D, E, F, whatever, etc. And basically, those we must defend Manco, but basically those drinks we all tasted, and we wrote down what we thought it was, and also not only what we thought it was, but also a score out of 10. Basically, it was actually quite surprising that in most cases, in actual fact, we were actually pretty close to the mark in most cases. We're pretty close to the mark, actually. The highest scoring average out of 4 was Coca-Cola, which we actually all picked as being the original Coke, and it scored 9 out of 10 for taste. So that was the top of the line. That was the top of the line, 9 out of 10. The next highest was a tie between Coke Zero and Pepsi Max, and both of those achieved 8 out of 10. Interestingly, everyone could determine which was which out of the two. And so Pepsi Max, Pepsi, believe it or not, actually scored less than Pepsi Max. It was 6 out of 10. And the Coke with the stevia was an average 5 out of 10. So they were 5 out of 10. And basically, that was Pepsi. Oh God, too much action here. We'll go back to that in 1 second. I just got wasted by the sentry buster. Oh, come on. Get me out there. I lost the wave. Oh, fuck.
Quickly, get to an upgrade station.
Get to an upgrade station. So anyway, so the as I mentioned, Coca-Cola got 9 out of 10. Everyone recognised it. Coke Zero, Pepsi Max got 8 out of 10 from everyone. Everyone recognised them. Pepsi got 6 out of 10 for everyone. Everyone recognised it. Now, Diet Coke. Diet Coke got 4 out of 10, but not everyone could work out what it was. Coke Life, which is the one with stevia, that got on average 5 out of 10, but again, there was a confusion between it and Coke Zero, and so those two products were generally not regarded highly. Coke Zero, interestingly, is a product that they're removing from the Australian market, and its substitute is Coke No Sugar. Coke No Sugar was also confused with was also confused with Diet Coke a little, but most people actually we ranked that 7 out of 10, so it seemed to taste better, but it wasn't as good as Coke Zero. And when we subsequently went back and tested the two together, Coke Zero versus Coke No Sugar blinded, everyone preferred Coke Zero. So anyway, that's our review from Coke in between doing gaming. So hopefully that's some help of you selecting a product. I don't want to see Coke Zero go. It's my favourite drink. I was a bit pissed off. The new drink is not bad, but I'm not convinced it's the way I want things to go. But anyway, there you go. Back to the game. I am ready to fight. You owe me, Hale. I owe you nothing, bitch.